Welcome to the original Theme Park Podcast. This is your announcer, Neil Patrick Harris. And now, CoasterRadio.com.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live look-in here at Coaster Radio. Look at EB's new shot. Look at that. Beautiful. We're just getting a few little things, a little housekeeping here, then we're going to get going. Hey, EB, can you give me a sound check real quick?
Hi, Mike. This is me on my upside-down microphone. What's up?
There we go. Can you, on your Skype, turn up your mic just a little bit? It's a little softer than usual.
I can. How do I do that?
That'd be awesome.
Wow. Let's see. Headphones. That one.
Gotta, like, zip down to get my cameras all cut off.
You want to turn it up?
Oh,
check,
yeah.
check.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Now,
That's
wait.
up.
Now turn it down, though. Turn it, like, only up, like, right there. Yeah, see what that's like.
That's 50%.
Go to 75.
Check 1, 2. Hi, Mike. Hey, so we are talking about stuff at 75%.
Ah, there we go. That's better. Okay, yeah, 75's good.
That's where we're leaving then.
Yeah, okay, great.
One channel, 16-bit, 44, 100.
I love it. It's the best way to do it. All right, that's good. All right, let's, oh, shoot. Dan, you were right. It's going through the left side. What do I do to change that? Hang on.
Don't do that, Mike. Okay.
Watch this. I see what's up, Dan. Thank you
There we
for
go.
telling us about that. Hang on, I have to
Lights
fix,
down.
do-do-do. So we did our producer hangout, and I changed some mic settings, but now you should be hearing in stereo. There we go. Hang on, we're just going to fix this. All right, now we should be good. EB, can you give me one more mic check?
Hi, Mike. This is EB here with the lights down low. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I think that looks better. I turned the lights down.
Yeah.
A little bit, maybe. I'm still ghostly. I'm very ghosty.
Looks pretty good. My head's cut off. I got to zoom bend down, but it's all right. All right, guys, so we're going to record the old show here. We got a game show. Dan is standing by to play the game show, so let's do it to it. There we go. Let's start rolling. Check 1, 2, 3. Here we go. I like it, EB. The calendar turned over from February to March today. It's March 1st. It means we're close. Some parks actually start opening
Parks
this month.
open in March.
Yeah. I like that so much. I'm excited about that. Wait, hang on. Your mic just sounds lower. I don't know what. And the more I turn it up, the more I'm hearing a hum.
Oh, no.
I can't tell. Just give me one more time.
Check 1, 2. Hi, Mike. Hello. CoasterRadio.com.
I'm just having to really crank it, but when I crank it, I also hear
Hot mic. Well, let me
to turn it down a little bit, and then I'll crank it up and see if like maybe it's because yours is turned up. Like see if you turn it back down to where it was, like at 50 or whatever.
turn down for what?
Turn down for what? What?
Audio settings, microphone settings, microphone. You want to turn it down?
Yeah, and then I'll turn it up and see if that. Oh no, never mind.
That's up. Hi, Mike. This is up. Am I
Yeah,
too
but-
close?
yeah.
Am I too far?
Try going
Check
back to
1,
where
2.
you were
This
and then getting a little closer to it, and maybe that'll help because it just sounded like you were not on mic.
If I get real close like this, how is that?
Yeah, but then turn it back up.
And then should I? Maybe if I move it, because see, I did move it from. It was never upside down like this before.
Yeah. But that still should be all right.
How's that, Mike? Is that any better?
That is better. That is much better.
This is better.
That
so
is better.
Higher.
Yes. Yes.
It's a little bit higher now. I'm kind of underneath it.
That is sounding like what we do. Yep, that's good.
Okay.
All right, let's do that. That's good. I mean, there's a little ground hum in it, but it's all right. We can deal with it.
A ground hum. Maybe I can address the power cord. Is the power cord on it? Not really.
No. It's all right, though. It's all right. Once
all right.
it all goes through the edit system, it's fine. So
All right.
we'll knock it out.
All right, I moved it. It's all the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds good. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Good
Take
enough
two.
for Coast Radio anyway.
Yeah.
Hey guys, behind the scenes, this has been Microphone Cablecast.
I love it. I love it. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Check your calendars, everybody. Let's do it one more time. Check your calendars, everybody. We just flipped over from February to March. EB, this is the month where some of our local parks start opening.
Yes, seasonal parks actually do start opening in March, believe it or not. There are some parks that are having weekends that will try to open for spring break, that sort of thing. It's happening, Mike. It is here. Summer is right around the corner in March. This is great. It's great. It's awesome. I'm so excited.
Yes. The long, cold winter is over. Welcome, everybody, to the Original Theme Park Podcast. You are listening to CoasterRadio.com. My name is Mike. That is EB. We've got a fantastic show for you this week. A lot of great theme park news. And as Kevin Welch said on Twitter, this is the one week, EB, where we're kind of lucky because all of these great stories happened, but they happened just the day before we started recording and not the day after where we have to wait a week to talk about them.
Yeah, so actually, finally, the weekly podcast, the odds are in our favor, and we have some great stuff for you guys in the quick hits that's coming up right after the first drop.
Are you hearing that hum, too? Do you hear it?
No, I don't hear anything.
Yeah. I'm just making sure it's nothing. Can you talk real quick?
So, Mike, I am about 3-4 inches away from this microphone at 75% input.
Yeah. Hey,
I don't know what's different.
I'm going to just do one thing real quick, and then we'll just go, because gots to go. Yeah. Oh, well. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know what's different.
Okay, here we go. We've been talking a lot about SeaWorld on the show the past couple weeks, EB. I mean, I was actually there at SeaWorld Orlando a couple weeks ago and loved the park. It had been years since I had been there. But I had such a fun time at the park. I thought it was beautiful. A lot of great rides, a lot of great attractions there. But a beautiful park to walk around. And then we get news today that SeaWorld's CEO is actually resigning. He's out. He's been there 3 years, but as of yesterday, he's gone.
Yeah, we like to talk about SeaWorld, and we like to talk about how SeaWorld isn't that great. And I guess the board of directors agrees with us, Mike, because he's out.
Yeah, and very little has been released on whether he said, hey, I just want to get out of here, or
Joel
if maybe...
Henbley.
Yeah, or if there was... because he was from Hershend for a while, right? That's what the park that he was at before this, and then he came to SeaWorld, but they've been having real trouble at the SeaWorld parks with their attendance. According to USA Today, in 2017, their profits fell 5.5%. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whoops. I'm sorry. Let me do that again. According to USA Today, their attendance in 2017 fell 5.5% to 20.8 million, and that's the lowest since 2010. So,
you don't want attendance dropping. There's way too many people in the world for that. And Joel Manby is his name. That same USA Today article says Manby earned tepid praise from critics for ending the orca breeding and theatrical shows. Tepid praise. You don't want, Mike, in your annual review, you're off the probationary period, and then you get the review back, and your boss tells you, you've gotten praise, but it's tepid praise.
Yeah, yeah.
Tepid. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds bad.
Well, it's funny what USA Today is writing here. They said fourth quarter attendance was down only 2.7%. So it's bad when, you're looking at like, oh, it's not that bad. But SeaWorld was also saying that so far in 2018, attendance is up. So you wonder why this guy chose to leave right now when maybe things are slowly starting to turn around.
Yeah, but I think it's not fast enough, or maybe I have no idea. He's not going to get credit if there is a turnaround, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've been really trying to figure out how I feel about SeaWorld and the animals that are there. I've been thinking about that a lot. I actually spent a lot of time at the park. This is going to sound like a joke, but I'm being dead serious. I spent a lot of time staring at the animals and trying to see...
like trying to decide, is that bear pacing because he's actually having a good time with all of these people looking at us? Or is this bear pacing because he's miserable?
Yeah.
Right? When you go to the zoo and it's like, that animal looks really sad. Well, so did you see sad things, Mike, when you were at SeaWorld?
Well, I sat there and I looked at the dolphins who were in a gigantic pool, by the way. And this was a dolphin tank where you could actually walk up to it and be very close to the dolphins. The dolphins were like jumping and swimming. They weren't performing. They were just
Did they with their bodies, did they form the word help?
Yeah.
Help?
Help me. Help us. Help us get out of here. No, they seemed...
Did they squeak in Morse code SOS?
I don't know. They seemed happy to me, man. I mean, not that I can look at a dolphin and tell if it's happy or anything, but... Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get a sense of dread from the dolphins is what I'm saying. But here's my question. If we are all supposed to be against SeaWorld and the fact that they have these animals in tanks and stuff like that, why are we not mad at your local zoo who also has animals who are, they get the lion in there.
But I am a little bit, because when I went back to Kentucky Kingdom, Kentucky Kingdom came back from being Six Flags. They did not get rid of their sea lion show, right? Yeah. They still had them. And I was like, oh, you brought that back? You thought that was a good idea to like, hey, you know what? We should revive. Yeah, that. No. Why did you do that? I think we do think about it. I think we do.
I guess. But I don't know. That's why I'm trying to figure out where I stand on this, because I'm somebody who, sure, I believe that the animals should be free and...
You turn a blind eye because you want to ride Manta, and you want to ride these rides, Mike.
No, I'll go to a SeaWorld if they say there are no animals there, but they have animal-themed rides. I would be happy with that. That's fine by me.
But you obviously also go to SeaWorld parks if they do have animal things.
Well,
right? Come on.
I got to say, though, when I went to SeaWorld Orlando, I did not go and see one animal show. I just went on the rides and maybe stopped at a few of the enclosures to check out.
That's what I'm saying, is you kind of turned a blind eye. You ignored it.
Yeah. So I would not be upset if, like, the new CEO came in and said, no more animals at our parks. I wouldn't be like, oh, no, it's bad. I'd be like, fine. But I'm just trying to figure out where I stand on the whole animal thing. It'd be interesting to see where the Costa Radio audience is on that as well.
You know what they should do? Next to every big show tank or aquarium that they should have a restaurant where you can eat that thing.
That would be horrible.
Just go all in, right?
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
So see the dolphin show, eat a dolphin burger.
Oh, dolphin burger. At Disney, at the Living Seas.
I am sentient.
Oh, do they have dolphin burgers? That's horrible.
No, I don't think you can eat dolphins. Dolphins are people.
I think at Gatorland Zoo they have gator nuggets.
Well, yeah, you can eat an alligator. Alligators are fine. They're dumb.
Oh. The problem with going to Gatorland Zoo, by the way, though, is everything smells and tastes like an alligator. Like, even the soft drinks, like, it tastes like an alligator-flavored soft drink.
What is an alligator-flavored soft drink?
I don't know, but I remember,
don't they taste like chicken? Isn't that like the thing? Isn't it?
I don't know. I sat there and I was like, this just tastes like an alligator to me. I don't know, like alligator piss or something.
Right. All I know is when my wife and I go to an aquarium, she really wants to go to Red Lobster afterwards.
Oh.
She's like, those fish all look delicious.
Delish. Oh, man. So, anyway.
Do you have any blue tangs on the menu, please?
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see, though, what SeaWorld does with a new CEO coming in. Do they reverse what Mambi did by, saying no more whale shows?
Get rid of SeaWorld and make them all bush parks.
I love a Busch Gardens park.
To make one for each continent. Do it.
Yeah.
That's the best idea.
The thing is, it would work too because there aren't bush parks where there are SeaWorld parks. So you're not going to be competing with yourself. Why not? Why not? Beautiful
Busch
parks.
Gardens Asia, Busch Gardens South America.
Sure.
Busch Gardens. Yeah, it would so work.
I'm sure you already got your rides there and stuff. Yeah, do it. All right, so there's our first drop this week, and now it is time for us to do a quick look at some of the biggest stories happening in the amusement industry. It's our segment that we call Quick Hits.
Pew, pew, pew.
A lot of stuff happening in Quick Hits this week, a lot of stories, so it's kind of exciting. Like we said, most times these stories drop the day after we record, and we got to wait for a while. But the CEO of Disney, Bob Iger, announced a multi-year expansion for Disneyland Paris for their Walt Disney Studios park. EB, I have been to this park, and back when I was there a couple years ago, it was the very worst Disney park I had ever been to in my life. Terrible.
All right, so for people who don't know, Disneyland Paris, is it two parks or is this a park? How does Walt Disney Studios work over in Paris?
It is two parks. It is two parks.
Right, they have two parks there.
It's very similar to what goes on at Disneyland, where there is a Disneyland park and a California Adventure. Same exact thing here, where you can walk into Disneyland, then walk out of Disneyland and cross sort of a big, kind of path area, and then, a big walkway, and then go right into the Walt Disney Studios park. They sort of took a lot of different things from Disney's Hollywood Studios and put it into this Disney Studios park, but it really felt like it was being done on the cheap. Like they had a Tower of Terror there, but it was done on the cheap, sort of. They had a rock and roller coaster there. It just seemed like a cheaper version of what was in Orlando. The best thing that they had is this area that you walk into, and it's completely enclosed, and it's kind of like the main street, but it was completely enclosed. So, you're looking up and you're seeing, stars and stuff like that, and you're, in this Hollywood area. I thought that was the coolest thing that they did there. But everywhere else the pavement was cracking. It just seemed like it was a rundown park that time that I was there.
Maybe that was the theme, and you just didn't know. It's like,
Maybe.
American Park is so dirty and messed up. That is the theme here in France.
Maybe that's what those guys are trying to do there, but
replicating real theme park experience.
Yeah.
So no, this is great. A €2 billion upgrade to Walt Disney Studios. I don't know how much money that actually is because they have big coins and their money is pink. Yeah. I don't know, but apparently that's a lot because there is a lot that's going on. One of the most exciting things I feel like, Mike, you mentioned the rock and roller coaster, changing this Aerosmith ride into Iron Man ride.
Yes.
That sounds cool. No, and I've looked at the map of this park, and they were talking about how if they went through this park and they changed out certain rides for Marvel, they could actually have a Marvel land.
Yes.
Just because of the way things are laid out with the Tower of Terror, with the Aerosmith roller coaster, they could really easily make a Marvel section of the park. And how great would that be to have that?
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like they're talking about. 3 new areas at this park, one based on Marvel, one based on Frozen, of course, and then a Star Wars land, which if you're building it for Florida and Anaheim, why not put it out there? It's going to be just as big a draw in France as it is going to be in the States, so do it.
Yeah. I gotta admit, the more I learn about these other Disney parks around the world, the more I am surprised at the unique attractions they have. I was just looking, and I was looking at the Indiana Jones roller coaster that they have at Disneyland Paris, and why would they come up with a brand new ride but not have it everywhere else? Or why not put in the same? I just feel jealous, right? Is the idea? Are they trying to make me go to all the Disney parks? Why bother making different things? This is very off topic for what the Quick Hits is supposed to be about. But I found that Indiana Jones ride, and I want to ride it.
Well, you know what the Indiana Jones ride is, though? It's the exact same roller coaster. It's like a Zyklon roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. It's just like an off the shelf.
Yeah. And then they put theming around it and said, here's your Indiana Jones ride. I was shocked.
For me.
I was shocked at it because I was like, wait, this is the exact same roller coaster I rode at Ocean City, Maryland, but I'm paying a lot more for it here because they've got a couple boulders around it.
So what? Yeah. That's like you were saying, Mike. It's on the cheap.
Yeah, I think so. So let's see what happens.
Not any longer.
Yeah. I like that. €2 billion, and all of this stuff is going to start happening in 2021. That's when we can start looking forward to Disney. Maybe right in time for a Coast Radio meetup in Gay Paris.
Oh, all right.
There we go. Quick hit number 2. Hershey Park has filed some paperwork with the city of Hershey. And it's, they always do this. Like, basically, if you're going to do anything with, like, water or sewage or anything like that, you've got to tell the city about it. But they are citing something called Attraction 2020. That's all we know. We don't know anything else about it. What we are here to do right now, though, is to figure out what could that be. What does Hershey Park need in 2020? Another roller coaster?
In 2020. And
Yeah.
it's interesting because this permit that they filed, and yeah, they've done this in the past. I think they had like Attraction 2007 and Attraction 2014.
Yeah.
Those are other attractions that they've had. Attraction 2020. This one is specifically citing two things with the local government where they want to have, I think the one that's most telling is something about the waterways and blocking the stream. And when you look at a map of the park, the only water that goes through the park is a creek that sort of snakes around right by the entrance area. So that's what people are kind of theorizing right now is this going to be a revamp of a bigger entryway into the park?
Yeah.
And they should. I think that would be a good move for them if they were to do that.
I like that. I think that Hershey Park is missing a really good dark ride. I think that, like, I don't count that Hershey.
Laugh track.
I don't count that. I'm talking about a real classic, maybe even a scary dark ride. I don't think they would do that at Hershey Park, but something that's really innovative and kind of fun. And I'm not talking about that Hershey Extreme Challenge, which
The Reese's Extreme Sports Cup.
Yeah. Although I guess you could say that over in the chocolate world, they've got a dark ride where they talk about how chocolate is made. Sure.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, with those singing cows.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
good. I remember back in the day they had the real chocolate tour, but not anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a bummer.
Well, no, that's the question, because we have seen both that they have done with their attraction permits that they've done in the past. It's either a ride or it's a big area, because the boardwalk, I think, was one of the areas that they did under the umbrella of an attractions permit that they did with the government. And so we'll see what this is going to be. If it's going to be a new entryway, I think that's good, because this park is long. It's shaped like a big J, and the entrance to the park is on the little side of the J. Maybe they're going to be blocking that off and making that the back end of the park, and making the entrance be in the middle.
Oh,
that would be a good thing.
I would like that.
I could see that happening possibly, or I could see them maybe doing something with that front entrance to make it more exciting and accessible for everybody to be able to get into the park.
Yeah, it's a long way to get down there, and
it's a long park.
And you know what else is interesting is that it backs up with people, like in that main entrance area. Like, I've been there times where it backs up all the way to the parking lot. It's just crazy. So
so maybe it's some sort of gigantic new revamp of that entry area where the water is, because that's the permit, or maybe they're going to be changing that and then moving the entrance. Just singing cows, putting that more up in the middle of the park.
Yeah,
which is totally possible, because they have parking lot access right there too, and there's like an employee parking area that they could revamp, and maybe they put your dark ride in there too, Mike.
Maybe
they could.
I love a good dark ride. I'd love to see him. Next quick hit is that finally, after years and years, we're going to see a change in the nighttime spectacular at Epcot. Illuminations has been there for a long time. It is actually the longest-running Disney nighttime show ever. It's been running longer than any Disney park in any country. But now they are talking about that this week they are recording the score and the vocals for whatever this new show is going to be at Epcot. I think it's about time.
Well, that's good. I mean, anybody who's a Disney fan who goes down there enough, they want to see something new.
Yeah.
Good.
I haven't stopped to watch Illuminations in years. I think the last time was like on my birthday. I sat there and watched it. But like, if you've seen it before, you're like, hey, let me use this time to get in a couple more rides.
Right. Sure. Sure.
I'm just wondering, are they going to make it a little similar to what World of Color is? Are they going to have any of that type of technology? Because that brings in the crowds over in California Adventure.
To see a spectacle, sure.
Yeah, I just don't know. The lake is so huge, and there's so many vantage points. I don't know if you could do that. Like the way they have it at California Adventure, it's everybody's kind of in one area, and they don't let you go around it to the other side. You're watching it from the front. I don't know if that works. I think they probably have to do something similar to what Illuminations is, where you can see it from around the lagoon no matter what angle you're sitting at. It's a kind of 360.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but to have something new, I mean, that's something that Disney has to do is they always have to be giving you something new to make you come back.
Yeah, yeah. One last quick hit here. I think we are into the era now of no more season passes. I think the season pass is slowly dying to your theme park. I think what we are starting to have now are theme park memberships.
Yeah, and yeah, Six Flags and Cedar Fair have both said, here's this big pass that's going to get you into all of our parks.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the membership thing, right? But at the same time, Disney has really shepherded in this idea of tiered experiences as well. And so that's definitely a thing. And that's this quick hit is the Six Flags membership. And what do we have here, Mike? We've got a gold, a platinum, a diamond, and a diamond elite. I mean, come on.
Yeah. So the gold plus membership is about $5.99.
$5.99 a month. So $6 times 12, that's $70. Okay.
Yeah. So it's unlimited visits to all the Six Flags in the year. You get gold plus season parking, 20% off things, and you get priority entry into the gate. But then as you move up to the platinum level, that's at $7.99. You get unlimited soft drinks every visit.
Well, I would do that because that's $14, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So think about that. You're paying $2 more. So you're paying what, $12 more a year. I think that's worth it because you're going to end up spending more than $12 on soft drinks, even probably in one visit. You're probably going to.
That's fine.
So I like that. So that's where I'm kind of at right now. I like the platinum one. You also get 25% off of almost everything and 15% off food. So there you go. And you also get a one-time diamond preferred parking right there. So
what?
Yeah, one-time
diamond
free
preferred,
parking. Yeah.
How many parking things do we have to have? This is so.
Yeah,
no,
I know.
I'm not liking this.
Then moving up to the diamond membership, that's at $10.99 per month. You get diamond preferred parking for every visit. So there's the first one where you get your free parking. You get to skip one major ride line every visit. That's not bad. That's pretty good, especially if there's one major attraction there that's like the super headliner. You get to the front of the line. That's pretty good. 35% off there and a couple other things, all the other things that you get with the other memberships. So where are you on the diamond membership? Are you liking that a little bit more? Does that free parking and the skip the line help you?
It sounds convoluted, Mike. It's starting to get too complicated.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, because what I experienced, and I don't want to mention any park's name in particular, Kennywood, but when you buy these special passes where you get to do something special, it's like, I'm going to skip one line for a major ride. So I need to wait in line for 30 minutes to get that.
Yes,
you're right. Well, that's not going to help me.
You're right. You're right.
Right? And so it's getting too convoluted now. I got to find like the special parking area. I got to like find where my pass is going to be. I got to ask the person at the ticket booth, where do I go to get this skip one major ride thing? And there's not enough people going there. It's like the person's operating the pretzel machine and then they have to come over and then they have to help me get my diamond pass to skip one ride. This isn't I don't know.
It takes a trip to the theme park and
maybe you need diamond elite.
That's the next one, $16.99 EB. So you get diamond priority preferred parking for every visit. That must mean
what does that even mean?
I want to know what that means.
Well, just like break my legs as I roll through the gate and let me do handicap.
There we go. Hey,
diamond priority preferred.
Yes. Now the Diamond Elite membership also gets you to skip 2 major ride lines every visit.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, you get a 50% discount on almost everything, and you also get a Fright Fest wristband, which I guess, I don't know, does that get you like front of the line access to the Fright Fest
and
stuff?
holiday treats, it says?
Yeah. So, and plus everything else that you get. So there are the membership levels. We're seeing this, though. Busch Gardens Williamsburg unveiled like a whole membership thing. It's no longer just a season pass. It's this pay every month, even when the parks aren't open. That's what you're doing.
Well, sure. No, and plenty of parks are doing the get your season pass and do a monthly payment plan thing, and I have no problem with that. That's fine. But yeah, making it be a membership and then making it be these tiered experiences, I just want to have the service work well. Mail me my card and make it work. If I have to go into the park and deal with a lot of, customer service BS at the ticket gate, it's not worth it. It sucks. It's no fun. But if it's gonna work, I got a Cedar Fair Platinum Pass
Yeah.
last year.
Mm-hmm.
It worked awesome, right? You flash that thing and they let you right through on the parking. You show them at the gate, they let you right through. You get your drink, you get everything. It works great. Six Flags. Is this just me dumping on Six Flags? I don't know if they can do it. I don't know if they can pull it off.
I don't know. You know what's interesting, though? We asked our audience on a poll. This is a new thing that we're doing for everybody who comes and joins us live on Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We put up a poll here, and we asked, will you be signing up for a new Six Flags membership? The audience is pretty much saying no. 87% of the audience saying no, they will not be doing this, and 13% saying yes, they will. I wonder if after us explaining this, would those numbers change? You know, so
Well, not after me explaining it.
Yeah.
It stinks.
yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on with the Coaster Radio audience.
If I was gonna get a Six Flags pass, I would do it. I would buy the big one. I would be, hey, Diamond, Elite, Preferred, Platinum, whatever crap it is. I would do it, and then I would just figure it out, and I would make sure to go, and I would get it right. But as far as somebody who's maybe just going to the park 3 or 4 times, it just seems too complicated. It doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah, I think so. So we're going to actually get into our Park Hopper segment here in a second.
Okay.
There goes our little Park Hopper icon. And it's interesting. We're going to talk about Seabreeze in Rochester, New York. And I think it's funny doing these Park Hopper segments, especially after hearing what's going on with the Six Flags membership program. Like going to a park like Seabreeze, it just seems a lot easier in a way, right? Because it's like you
right. Let me just pay $30 and then go ride 2 roller coasters. I don't need it to be complicated.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, right? But I also like that you can have different types of experiences all around the country. You've got your Six Flags, your Cedar Fairs, but then you've got these parks like Seabreeze, you know, and it's smaller and maybe it doesn't have the most, you know, high thrill rides and stuff like that. But I like that we are dedicating part of this season to the Park Hopper segment and to these smaller parks.
That's right. And we do have Jeff Bailey from Seabreeze, Rochester, New York, to tell us all about the park.
And you know what? I did not bring my computer. I forgot to bring it down to load these in. I've got all the things. Should we just like jump ahead? Did you listen to it?
I can play it for you now if you want to just hear it.
Yeah, sure. Or I can run up and grab my laptop real quick and just load it into
listen to it.
Yeah, it's up to you whether, you know.
Seabreeze Park, overlooking Lake Ontario in Rochester, New York, got its start on August 5th, 1879. Like other parks of the time period, Seabreeze was the last stop on the steam train line that came out of the city. The setting offered scenic views, lake breezes, and became quite the picnic spot. With the addition of rides, a portable swing ride in 1883, a figure-8 roller coaster in 1903, and the arrival of the Long family with their carousel in 1904, the future of Seabreeze was secured. Today, the park has 60 rides and attractions and operates from mid-May until Labor Day. Here's a rundown on the coasters currently at Seabreeze. The park's wooden coaster, the Jackrabbit, took its first run in 1920. It's been recognized by the ACE Association as the oldest under-friction coaster in the country. In addition, the Rabbit is the 3rd oldest coaster in the country. This year, the park maintenance department will be rebuilding the first curve to keep the Rabbit running in tip-top shape. Another Seabreeze favorite for coaster buffs is the bobsleds. The ride began its life as the Thunderbird Junior coaster, but when the park owners visited Disneyland and rode on the Matterhorn, they were inspired to create the bobsleds in 1961. Known for its combination of wood structure and tubular steel, the cars show their Olympic pride by displaying labels from Italy, Jamaica, Switzerland, and the U.S. The younger crowd can get their coaster thrills when they climb aboard the Bear Tracks, which was introduced in 1997. A couple of features that set this coaster apart: the track does a loop over itself and takes its riders below grade. And when the younger riders get to that 48-inch mark, they can walk next door and take a ride on the Jackrabbit. Located at the north end of the park, you'll find the Whirlwind, which took its first spin in 2004. A crowd pleaser, it let riders enjoy a beautiful view of Lake Ontario and Irondequoit Bay before dropping over 50 feet and spinning full circle for the duration of the ride. As we said when it was introduced, let the Spinsanity begin. For more information on Seabreeze, head to seabreeze.com. We hope to see you soon.
Well, first off, that guy shouldn't be a marketing manager. That guy should probably be like a voiceover artist because that sounded like way too professional just for the old marketing manager there.
Wasn't that beautiful? I love Jeff. Jeff is my new best friend, Jeff Bailey. I've been trading emails with Jeff for the past couple of weeks, getting ready for the Seabreeze. See you soon. Get it? See? No, he was sending me some emails. He was like, I can't do the park hopper this week because I have to order plushes for our crane game.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. No, and then he sent me a thing. I love this, and I have to find it, and maybe it'll be on the behind the scenes for Patreon folks, patreon.com/Coaster Radio behind the scenes access. He sent me an email where he was writing out this like poem or rap that he was gonna do about the park, but he said his boss said, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
You have to do something more straight and professional.
There we go. And that's what he gave us. There we go. So
that was really good. So yeah, who knew that? Again, Mike, this is what you're talking about, right? Seabreeze in Rochester, New York, the third oldest roller coaster in the United States, the Jackrabbit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, those are the type of things that you go to that park for. And I liked hearing about how the Matterhorn inspired their bobsled ride. So
right, there's a Disney connection there with this park too, like we've been seeing.
Yeah, very, very cool. So a bunch of our listeners have sent in voicemails to tell us more about it, and here to kick things off is Dan the T-shirt guy. And then do you want to just jump ahead? Because I sort of I listened and sort of know.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dan. So, yeah, Dan kind of, going along with what Jeff said there, a lot of great attractions there. This really sounds like a park that would be worth a trip, especially imagine if you've got like friends who are living in Rochester or family there. Like, this is a perfect thing. Like, if you were in that town and you're like, oh, my God, what am I going to do in Rochester, New York? There you go to Seabreeze, and you've got like one of the oldest roller coasters in the world right there in your backyard.
Yeah, I think Jeff made a good case, and then Dan here, supporting him. There's a good case to be made when you're up in New York to go to Seabreeze.
Yeah. Let's take a listen to another voicemail here. This one is from Ben. I like, EB, that there's a wide variety of rides at this park. You've got something for everybody there, and you've got all of the classics, like the staples are there. Like you go to this park and you know what you're going to get even before you go into the gate.
Yeah, and you're going to be able to ride some unique things too. The Jackrabbit, I think, is the standout, and we've heard about that already. So you've got to get to this park. This is good. Seabreeze. Yep.
Yeah. One last one here from Eric. Which of these rides, EB, would you most look forward to? Would it be the Jackrabbit? Or are you thinking maybe one of the other ones, the spinning coaster, or maybe even one of the flat rides?
Well, you got to go with the old things, right? Because the old stuff that's going to disappear is the stuff that, like I mentioned Kennywood earlier in the show, maybe not in the best terms, but when you go to Kennywood, you got to ride the kangaroo, you got to ride the turtle, because these are rides that aren't around very much longer.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I feel like Seabreeze is a destination because I got to ride the Jackrabbit, an old wooden roller coaster.
Yeah, and I was looking at the point of view videos of that. It just looks like a fun ride, man. And there's a point of view video that's up there, and it's like a bunch of school kids are riding it, and to hear them screaming when they go into that surprise tunnel at the end. And the great thing about the tunnel is it's not just at the very end. There's actually a couple drops in the tunnel, and I love that. Like, there's something that's truly hilarious and fun when you go into a tunnel and it's got drops. I love that.
Yeah. And what's nice, like Jeff mentioned at the beginning of the Park Hoppers segment, they are keeping Seabreeze is keeping the Jackrabbit. They're maintaining it, and so they're going to be putting work into this ride for the summer. So if you're going to be up in the New York area, up around New England, I'm going to say on the East Coast, then you've got to go and you got to check out Seabreeze. So thanks, Jeff, and thanks for everybody, the CoasterRadio.com audience for pitching in here with this week's Park Hopper.
Yeah, thank you so much. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we've got a brand new game show from the mind of EB. I'm excited for this one, man. This is going to be fun. It's coming up right after this.
Great.
Do you want to do the ending right now, just so that way when Dan's done with the game show, we'll...
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we'll just do that, and then that way we can jump right off and do that. So, okay. All right, EB, another successful game show here at CoasterRadio.com. I really like that one.
It kind of worked, I guess.
Yeah, it was good. It was so good. And this is one of the things, like, we're going to talk about Patreon here in a second. One of the things that Patreon subscribers wanted was a game show every month. So it's something that we try to bring to you. And I like that this month it was a new game show. It wasn't even one of our old ones. It was a brand new one.
Yeah, it's a brand new one. So we want to do something new. We want to do something different. And we do have cool behind the scenes stuff happening, guys, where you're going to be able to win more prizes, more chances for interactivity. So it's not just going to be bringing one listener on, but maybe everybody participating, all the listeners somehow in some sort of a game sort of format. We want to do this because you guys interact with the show so much and we want to give something back in the form of prizes, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So Mike mentioned Patreon. A great way, if you want to just get prizes automatically, is to become a supporter of CoasterRadio.com on Patreon. Patreon.com/CoasterRadio. You sign up over there, you pledge $1, $5, $10 a month, and you're going to be able to get behind the scenes access. You're going to get to see the show rundowns. You can see extra episodes of CoasterRadio.com that are off topic. You get the behind the scenes look-in video podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But then you can also be a member of the Snail Mail Club, where we mail you stuff in the mail. It's actual prizes coming in your mailbox.
Yeah, I think what's so great is the little things that you find to send to people, EB, and that people. And I love it that people post on Twitter and Facebook when they get surprised by a surprise in the mail. That's kind of fun.
That's right. So thank you to all of our patrons over at patreon.com/CoasterRadio, supporting CoasterRadio.com and keeping that content coming, especially those at the $20 level. Rick Burnley, Coasters Galore on YouTube, Stephen Coriel, Greg Delaney, Tony DePhillips, Neil Patrick Harris, Jordan Hill, Marshall the Big EZ Hider, Brian Cosson, Matt from Yorkshire, Dan the T-shirt guy Miller, Chris Rankin, David Sakala, Jason Wade, Kevin Wilson, and Tim Wilson.
Yeah, look at that. A new member at the $20 level, Jason Wade. Welcome to you,
thanks,
sir.
Jason.
Also, we want to give so much thanks to our honorary executive producers, Todd Houts Slater and Brian Wackler.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, so here we are. We're in March, just a couple of weeks before the big parks open. It's been a long, dry spell, so we're pretty excited to get back out to the parks with you. We got a lot of fun things planned for the spring and summer and fall, so let's keep it going. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at Coaster Radio. All right.
Great.
So now let me get so how do you want to do this now? We'll bring Dan on and just
Yeah, I'm going to step out just for a second if you want to get Dan on, and then I can introduce the show, and I've got the whole rundown here.
Okay, great.
And you just need to have Roller Coaster Database up.
Okay, great. I will pull that up.
And then refresh to do the random.
How do you want me to do the poll? Do I need to do a poll?
So
I've got it ready.
Poll, with whatever random coaster you have, and then whichever coaster our player plays, and then the audience has to vote.
Okay, so like I would say choose between these two coasters?
Right, so whatever random one you have and whatever one he plays.
I see. Okay.
So you're going to go first and then he's going to go.
Okay, great. And so basically I would write in my coaster that comes up randomly and then his.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, great. I will get that ready right now. When you come back, we'll call Dan because I just have set that up.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, man. Thank you guys for being here. This is going to be fun. Actually, on the webpage, if you go to live.coasterradio.com, if you're not there already, you're going to be able to participate in this game by choosing between two different roller coasters. Evie's going to come back and explain how it all works here. So hang on. I just got to set that up. Here we go. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so I like Evie's new camera setup over there. That's very nice. Looking good. I've got to do that too. I've got to get the mic arm, so I'm not just dealing with this here. Be a lot better. Work on that in a couple of weeks here. Yeah, so here we are in March. I like it. I like that, in just a couple of weeks, it's like the Busch Gardens pass holder opening. That's cool. Okay.
All right.
You want me to go ahead and get Dan on here?
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. Dan, we are coming to you. Here we go. See that it's starting to connect, maybe?
Hi, Dan.
Oh, shoot. It's connecting to him, but it's not there yet. Oh, no. All right, let me try again. One sec. I'm actually just setting the other site here real quick. Okay, let's try again. It's funny when we bring on that second person, it always like changes the microphone sound.
Yeah.
It's weird. All right, Dan, we're trying to call you again here. It also changed our camera shots, which is weird.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Dan says he's trying. It looks like it's trying to connect to him, but...
Oh, yeah, mine's like super zoomed in.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. Oh, wait, here he is, I think.
Oh, weird. Oh, I look awful. And this big zoomed in.
I know, like, yeah, let me see if I can fix that. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
I know, it's weird, and it did it on its own, which is weird. Hang on, let me try to fix that.
All right. I'll sit over here.
Yeah, it's a mess. I don't know how to fix that. And plus, we're not getting Dan in there.
You guys see me?
Hey,
Oh, wait, there he
Dan,
is.
I hear
Hi.
you.
Hey. Hey.
Hi, Dan, I hear you.
Oh, something's going on.
Do you
I can't
hear
get
me,
my
Dan?
camera. I can hear you.
Yay.
My camera's not going though.
No, we
Whatever.
don't need a camera. That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Very good. I'm just trying to fix your camera, so hang on one sec, EB.
I scooched back.
Yeah,
It's not too bad.
that's true. Hang on. Yeah, it's not so bad. People can still see you.
No, that's fine.
It's just the way the Skype window goes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Let me try one thing here real quick. Nope, that's not going to work. Never mind. All right.
Oh, let me go grab the prizes real quick.
Oh,
So
sure,
you-
sure. Go for
You
it.
you can talk to Dan.
Okay. Hang on, Dan. I'll be right with you. I'm just trying to fix this thing here real quick so we can move forward.
All right. No worries.
And then EB
I'm
will
sounding all right.
EB will explain
All right.
how the whole thing works here.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I realized I had to get the prizes.
Oh, cool.
All right. So, Dan, do you have the roller coasters I sent you?
I do. I do.
Okay, good. Those are important.
Okay, and I've got RCDB up.
All right, so we're ready to go then.
I'm ready. Yep. Okay, here we go. Coming back from the break. Here we are. Welcome back, everybody, to the original Theme Park Podcast. You are listening to CoasterRadio.com. My name is Mike. That is EB, and we are ready for a brand new game here at CoasterRadio.com.
Yes, I'm so excited, Mike. This is going to be a really fun one, I feel like. And it's a new game, but I think you're going to have to use your classic game show sound effects.
Yes.
That make these games so much fun, Mike.
Let's do it right now, then.
All right, hit it. All right, welcome to Dueling Coasters, the game show where each round of play will see two roller coasters going head to head in a battle for supremacy. Joining us is our contestant, Dan. Dan, welcome to CoasterRadio.com.
Hi, Mike. Hi, EV. Thanks for having me on. I'm glad to be here.
All right, so much like a traditional collectible trading card game, each player in Dueling Coasters will have a selection of roller coasters to play in each round. Our guest player, Dan, has already been dealt 5 roller coasters, while Mike, you'll be playing a random roller coaster from the roller coaster database.
Okay.
Only coasters operating will be allowed, so you'll have to click until you find an operating roller coaster. Good?
Sounds great.
All right, so Mike is going to play his card first, his roller coaster. Then Dan will have to choose from his 5 pre-selected roller coasters which one he wants to play. The players, myself, and the listeners in the chat room live on Tuesday night will then decide the victor in that head-to-head battle.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is a cool game.
All right.
I like this.
Yeah, so this is a very subjective game. So we're going to have to decide, and the listeners live .coasterradio.com Tuesday night in the chat room, they're going to have the live poll happening. They're going to have to decide, for example, would a well-themed wild mouse defeat a classic wooden roller coaster?
Yeah.
Right? Is it going to come down to popularity and name recognition, or will the winner be the tallest and the fastest? This is where strategy comes in. So Dan, when you find out what Mike plays, you have to kind of think about it. I'm final judge here. All right. So, Dan, you're also going to have to carefully consider which coasters in your hand you're going to play. If Mike plays a very powerful roller coaster, perhaps that's an opportunity for you to throw out a weak roller coaster rather than risk losing something that's going to not defeat him.
Oh.
Right. So it really is a strategy thing here where we have to look at our cards, look at our roller coasters, and play them very strategically. So, Dan, does this make sense to you? Do you understand the rules?
I do.
Okay. So, Dan, let's talk about what you're going to win. To start off, I have for you an amazing CoasterRadio.com tote bag.
Oh,
Look at
wow. That looks fantastic.
great.
Yeah. I'm looking
You've
at it right now.
already won this. Dan, thank you for just participating. You've already won this. We are going to play 5 rounds of Dueling Coasters. Each round that you win, you will win another prize. If we understand the rules, I think we're ready to get started. Mike, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. I've got my
Dan, are you ready to go?
I am.
All right. So round number 1, the prize you're playing for, an Indiana Beach coloring book. All right. All right, Mike. What is your roller coaster that you have to fight against Dan's roller coaster?
The first one that has come up and randomly here on Roller Coaster Database is Goofy Sky School at Disney's California Adventure. It is a Mack Wild Mouse. That is the first one that came up.
Goofy Sky School at California Adventure. So this is great. So Dan, you have to look at the pre-selected. I sent you 5 roller coasters. Now, what roller coaster do you have to go up against Goofy Sky School at California Adventure that will defeat it and win you the Indiana Beach coloring book?
I've got a few here that I know will obliterate it.
Well, you pick one.
That's-
You got to have strategery here, right? You don't want to go all out and play your most powerful. This is a kiddie coaster. What's going to beat Goofy Sky School, the Wild Mouse at California Adventure?
Well, the one that I think will just barely beat it because this is better than a wild mouse, in my opinion, would be the Barnstormer featuring the Great Goofini at Disneyland.
Oh, so Mike, you've got to input this now. Is it going to be the Goofy Barnstormer or the Great Goofini? Which one is it going to be? We've got to see the poll here live at live.coasterradio.com on Tuesday night. The listeners are voting now. We're going to see that come in. Mike, you know Disney really well. You've ridden both of these. Which wins the head-to-head battle, Sky School or Barnstormer?
I think what it depends on is if you like new school thrills or old school thrills. The Goofy Sky School is a pretty good Wild Mouse, but it's kind of your standard Wild Mouse. It's kind of in, California Adventure. People don't really get excited about it. I like the ride myself, but Barnstormer at Disneyland, that's like, just a classic kiddie coaster. It's got Goofy. It's a fun one. It's a fun ride. I like it. I think I would be a little more partial, honestly, to Barnstormer at Disneyland myself. But looking at what the Coaster Radio audience is coming up with right now, 66% saying Goofy Sky School to 33% on the Barnstormer. Votes are still coming in, but right now Goofy Sky School is beating the Barnstormer.
Yeah, so the Vekoma Junior Coaster of the Barnstormer featuring the Great Goofini is losing out to Goofy Sky School. I'm sorry, but Dan, you did not win this round. The winner goes to Mike with Barnstormer at Disneyland.
I'm shocked. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
No, so there you go. That's how this game is played. So let's go to round number 2. The prize this round is going to be, yes, indeed, it's wonderful. It is a CoasterRadio.com Fall Meetup at Knoebels t-shirt, size small.
Oh.
So this is your prize. Mike, hit the random button on Roller Coaster Database. What did you come up with?
All right, here we go. The Roller Coaster Database computer is randomizing right now, and it has come up with Lagoon's Wicked. Wicked at Lagoon.
Oh, so Mike, break down the stats for Lagoon's Wicked, please.
Yeah, so it's out there in Farmington, Utah. It's got one big inversion, 55 mile per hour top speed, a height of 110 feet, and 4.8 G-forces. It's a roller coaster by Zyre. So, a lot of people love Wicked at Lagoon.
All right, a Zyre roller coaster. What are you gonna play, Dan, in your deck? You've got 4 left in your deck. What are you playing against Wicked at Lagoon Park in Utah?
I'm going to be playing the classic Tennessee Tornado from Dollywood.
Oh, this is an even matchup again. I feel like Tennessee Tornado versus Wicked at Lagoon Park. Mike, put that into the CoasterRadio.com poll for everybody listening live.coasterradio.com on Tuesday night and see what the people think. Now, Mike, I have not been to Lagoon Park. This is a park you have been to. Is that correct?
No, I've ridden Tennessee Tornado, but I've not been to Lagoon yet. But I know
I'm going to Lagoon. This is a park. I'm going to Lagoon this summer. This is on my summer road trip. I'm going to be going to Lagoon. I want to ride Cannibal. I want to ride Wicked. Tennessee Tornado. I put this one in here, Dan. I gotta be honest because I love Tennessee Tornado. I think it's a wonderful, awesome roller coaster. I feel like it is the best of the Aero loopers because it's short, it's sweet, it has that drop that goes into the tunnel. And I look at this, the CoasterRadio.com audience is agreeing with you. It's a blowout. Tennessee Tornado at Dollywood. Dan, you win.
Yes, look at that.
Small t-shirt from Coaster Radio in this game of dueling coasters.
Look
Great job.
Amazing, man. 80% to 20% right now is what the voting is. Tennessee Tornado blowing out Wicked at Lagoon. Amazing.
Very good. All right, so let's go head-to-head once again with dueling coasters. Round number 3, your prize this time is this really cheap pair of Indiana Beach plastic binoculars. But you're going to win it if you can beat Mike's roller coaster head-to-head. Mike, what is your random roller coaster?
Look at this one. I don't even know what this roller coaster is. It's called Max Speed at Shuzu Amusement Land in Jiangsu, China.
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen with this game. We're going to have some wackadoo Chinese roller coasters. Explain this roller coaster to us, and then Dan's going to have to try to defeat it.
All right, this is a shuttle loop from Beijing Shabolia Amusement Equipment, and it's got one inversion. It is a defunct roller coaster, by the way. It's defunct. It's got one inversion, a top speed of 49 miles an hour, a drop of 114 feet. It's basically a shuttle loop coaster, EB. It looks like
100-foot shuttle loop. So Dan, what are you going to do to defeat this thing? This does not look like a powerful roller coaster.
I will be picking Hydrus from Casino Pier in New Jersey.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. This is a Gerstlauer, right? That's what this is?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're going to win this one hands down. I don't even know if we need to go to the poll for this one, Mike. I think you played the right card on this one. So this is this replaced the Jetstar or the Starjet down there at Casino Pier at Seaside, New Jersey. This is a Eurofighter Gerstlauer. I think you win this one hands down. Some defunct Chinese shuttle loop. You got this one. So you win the Indiana Beach plastic binoculars.
Yeah, you didn't even need to go to the poll for that.
I don't think we need to necessarily, Mike, right?
No, I think so. I think it was such a blowout there. I think that's good.
All right, round number 4, and you can tell I picked up all of these prizes on my my trips this past summer because prize number 4 and round number 4 is going to be Friday night fireworks glasses from Holiday World. where it makes everything look like rainbows. So this is your prize for round number 4. Mike, what is your random roller coaster that Dan's got to defeat?
Ooh, look at this one that came up. It's Donopa at Fuji-Q Highland. We all know that roller coaster.
This is the big SNS, right?
Yes. Like kind of the it's one that they just kind of redid, but it's like kind of the Japanese version of Hypersonic XLC.
Yeah, I know what Dan has left here, and so Dan's got a hard decision to make because it's random what Mike is playing, and Dan has a fixed number of roller coasters. He's got 2 left. Dan, what do you think is going to defeat this SNS launched roller coaster that Mike probably really likes?
Yeah, I like this.
I do know what's going to defeat it. I'm going to save that for the last round because I don't know what he's going to be picking next. So I'm going to throw this out with Mind Eraser.
Oh, yeah.
Mind Eraser. All right, Mike, you got to throw this one to the poll. Mind Eraser or this SNS coaster in China? Because I don't know. This might not. I think maybe the prize wasn't worth it. he's just giving up.
The poll is in, EB. It's now time to check out what the Coaster Radio audience has to say of this.
Dodonpa. I think that's it. Yeah. So that's cool. That's cool. He didn't want the cool rainbow glasses. That's all right. But nobody wants Mind Eraser. That was in fact the dud that I gave you when I was dealing out the coasters to you, Dan. So you played your dud, and Mike, he hasn't played his ace in the hole. I feel like so you better come up with something good for round 5.
Oh, but hang on, EB. Hang on. I'm watching the voting actually go right now. It's creeping up. Donopa's at 60%, but Mind Eraser's at 43. You don't think there's no way Mind Eraser's gonna overtake it? No.
No, I don't care even if there's multiple Mind Erasers, they're all terrible, and the Mind Eraser does not win.
All right. So is this our last one?
This is our last one. So this is number 5, and you are going to win a amazing, also from Holiday World, foam number 1 finger, because Holiday World is number 1 for family fun. And here it is. This is your round 5 prize. Mike, what is your round 5 random roller coaster in dueling coasters to go head to head against Dan?
Yeah, Roller Coaster Database is crunching the numbers right now, and it's come up with Gold Striker at California's Great America.
Oh, not bad. But I already know in advance which roller coaster that Dan has left. And Dan, play your last card in your hand there and just defeat this roller coaster right now.
Twisted Colossus from Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Oh. There you go. There's no contest, Mike. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think so. Do you want to even put it to the audience? Because
I don't think there's a need. So Dan, welcome. Congratulations. You have won 4 out of 5 prizes on dueling coasters on CoasterRadio.com.
Well, it's been great. Thanks for having me.
There you go. So your amazing prize pack is coming your way. Send us your mailing address. Make sure that we have it. feedback@coasterradio.com so that we can make sure to get this out to you. And the chat room is going wild. Gold Striker, no! But no, Dan, you win. That's awesome. So Dueling Coasters, Mike, that's the new game from CoasterRadio.com.
I love it. Dan, thank you so much for joining us here on Coaster Radio and being a part of the show.
Thank you. I was excited to be here.
There we go. All right, we got it. That was great. Thank you, man. That was great. That was really fun. You got some good prizes there, too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Dan.
Take care, guys.
All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right, so we are done. I mean, that's it. That's it wrapped up. So, yeah.
That's fun.
All right, guys. Thank you for being here. And we're going to go record our behind-the-scenes podcast. So we will catch you guys next week. It'll should be normal time next week, next Tuesday.
Yep. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. See you later. Have a good night. Bye.